What's up, guys? So before we jump into the main topic of today, which is the Suecoin price, yeah, something big just happened. Something very, very big and quite scary just happened. Coinbase just got hacked. The issue is mainly KYC, but you can see here Coinbase says hackers bribed staff to steal customer data and are demanding $20 million ransom. So this is insane. All I can say from this is self-custody, really protecting your assets is very, very careful. And, this is one of the reasons I do not like the KYC route. So if you got money on Coinbase or you just want to find a more secure exchange, you can switch over to KSEX and protect your assets. KSEX is a centralized exchange, globally accessible, no KYC is needed, and an extra huge bonus is that there's no trading fees basically with this, that the fees are the lowest in the entire market. So sign up with KSEX and hopefully do yourself a favor. Now let's move on to Suecoin. $3.78 today. Absolutely insane scenes here. Pulled back a little bit on the week. Of course, you can see Suecoin actually flew up to $4.25. So it is down a little bit, down to $3.60. 378 is what we're seeing now. The volume missiles were down a little bit. Now, with the news in the market, of course, when Coinbase is, being such a top tier exchange, this is going to pull the market back, this sort of news. So I don't think it's going to damage crypto. I don't think it's going to crash Bitcoin. I don't think it's going to crash crypto. These things happen very, very often. And, more often than we would assume they happen, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, guys, just a reminder, keep your crypto safe and make sure you're all up to date. Your security, everything is all just, up to date, right? So yeah, Sue support is now live on Privy.io, which makes it easy to onboard users into your Sue app. Sue is also, accessible in the Phantom wallet now, easier than ever. Also a new partnership from this CoinDesk article. They're pushing out even more, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, I think, Sue is definitely growing more and more, and we're just constantly seeing new fundamental and, extra value added here for the build beyond guys. Sue delivers the benefits of Web3 with the ease of Web2. So this is definitely one of my favorite utility coins out there. We can see, of course, the market cap of Sue is 12.63 billion. And comparing that to the previous all-time high at 14.75 billion, we're really just a smidgen away. We're really just that next leg up away. So we're not far away at all, guys. And, that's why I'm getting excited right now for the Sue token. I have recently been going short on a few coins. Yeah, that one is just about in profit, which, could be a bit better. I'm on short on NXPC right now, which is this right here. So I am actually having fun with shorts in the market. And even though I'm seeing these coins go parabolic, I like to do the opposite of what the market's kind of doing. So hopefully I can close this, even higher than what I've got here. It's just small little pokes in the market I'm having with. But yeah, I'm using KSEX. I'm really enjoying the KSEX platform. It's brilliant. So that's why, I think you should get signed up down below there, ladies and gents. Let's check out the Sue token very quickly on TradingView, the official TradingView software. This is the only software a trader should be using, in my opinion. Well, at least I think it is the best software out there. So what can we recognize from these charts right now? Well, yeah, we landed on our support at $2.14, just insanely, very, very perfectly. And we're starting to see these repetitive moves here. We're starting to see these little bull flags that are just happening over and over. But I don't know how sustainable these are, because you can't just keep pumping like this and then correcting and then pumping again, especially, if Bitcoin isn't going to all-time high. I don't think we'll have a major alt season unless we see Bitcoin get to like $120,000. So I don't know, this could turn into like a triple, head and shoulders, where we have the shoulder, we have the head here, and then we might form another shoulder, and then possibly could bounce off it, or we could just literally rocket straight up. So we do have a lot of support for sure at $3.26, which I am confident in saying so, but I don't know if this will, turn into a head and shoulders bearish reversal pattern. Jesus Christ. Or whether we might actually break out this fallen wedge right here. So I don't know, guys. If we do, we're looking at $4.69, which is a massive, massive breakout from where we currently are. And this would lead to pump to around 23% to the upside. But in general, it's hard to say exactly where this will go. We need to get to $5.27. So when we look at the increase, that's about 42%. Now, when we look at the market capital, we can see that the market capital is less than 47% away from the top. So I think this is because of the increase of supply that we've seen with Suecoin, which is diluting the value of the coin at the same time. So that's another thing that does concern me slightly. But yeah, bullish scenario, we could pump up to like, $4.30, $4.45, I reckon. I think, $5 is still far-fetched right now. Bearish scenario, we just reverse, we come back down, and we probably maybe fall back down to the sort of this support region here, and we sort of retest $3.28. But it is hard to say what's happening right now in the market. I mean, with this news, it's kind of tumbling alts and many coins, and it's knocking on consumer confidence once again. So it's not really an ideal scenario when we're trying to see Bitcoin all-time high this week. Well else, guys, Jacob's Crypto Clan, my Patreon is down below. It is here to help you make more money. If you want buy and sell signals, trading signals, check out my Crypto Legend package, which is the one that will give you all the juicy alphas, early buy signals, and loads of other cool stuff. These are some of the recent trading cards that the traders have been making in the group. But we've got meme coins, pre-sales, early alpha, we've got analysis, we've got everything you could imagine in this Discord. We're about to approach 38,000 members, so please do join. We'd love to see you here. Want to get the VIP benefits, the premium parts, then Jacob's Crypto Clan Patreon, which is down below. You can get in as little as $4 per month with the Crypto Degen role here. Then we have Crypto Hunter at $11 per month, Crypto Waiver $23 per month, and yeah, they just incrementally go up a little bit, and you get more benefit for doing so. Before you go, make sure you check out KSEX for your trading needs. I fear Coinbase and other huge exchanges. Whilst they're great, there's always a risk, and I think the KYC element contributes to that risk. So yeah, check out KSEX down below, and see you soon, guys. Do us one small favor: subscribe, like, comment. Boom. See you soon. Peace.